The Executive Director in charge of corporate planning and compliance from Unity Bank is here with us. Usman Abdulkadir is live here with me this morning to talk about the banking sector and a few things around the latest earnings from Unity Bank. The shares of this commercial bank went up yesterday on the Nigerian Stock Exchange as investors consider its latest earnings on the street. Good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning, Russell.
Thank you. Your industry is going through a lot of things at the moment, and one of the things you can't afford to lose or not to be seriously focused on is the business and your market focus. Everybody wants to get more customer. Everybody wants more deposit. Everybody wants to give out loans. Everybody wants to be the best as far as the industry is concerned. So what is the business and market focus for Unity Bank, a bank that's seen a number of transformation and still going through another transformation?
Okay, let's talk about the Nigerian banking industry. The best way to put it is the Nigerian banking industry is a big theater of war. A lot of things are happening. We have seen increase in fragmentation of the sector. We've also seen that the age-long structure of the industry, whereby 4 or 5 banks are dominating the sector, accounting for more than 50–60% of the total industry assets and liabilities, and more significant profits, has still come back to the country. So Tier 1 banks are dominating the sector. Having said that, the sector is facing threats from mainly non-traditional financial companies. The influx of fintechs are changing the game. We've seen a lot of payment solution providers, advisory companies, and basically every single aspect of the value chain in the industry is being depleted by the non-traditional companies. So as Unity Bank, what do you respond? How do you respond to that?
So how do you respond to that? When you have a market that's structured, the few big boys are taking the large chunk of the market. So how you guys, when you look at those your competitors and the big boys?
So this is how we see it. How does a great empire respond when it is facing an imminent destruction or obliteration? Historically, we've seen empires rearm themselves at home and seek alliances abroad. But there is a more profound approach that we had seen in the medieval ages, which is where you go back to your history and you find those very foundational things that define your very existence. And you use it to inspire your people so that you will face your enemies squarely. What Unity Bank has done is to go back through its history, and Unity Bank has a rich history, and see exactly why was it founded. What was the idealism that defined the very foundation of the bank since its starting in the 1960s. And basically, Bank of the North, which was the key element in the 9-member business combination that resulted in Unity Bank, was founded to provide simple banking services to customers in rural Nigeria, mainly in the agricultural belt. So since then, Unity Bank has played key role in the advancement of agricultural financing, even before other banks decided to go into that sector. So we have gone back to that foundation, and we're establishing a market focus related to agriculture and agribusiness. Similar to that, we've also looked at the SME sector, especially SMEs that are playing in the agricultural space. So this constitute the areas where Unity Bank and banks with similar characteristics can really derive value if they have the experience.
But again, if you look at there are processes have to be involved here. You have to, other people, there are processes, there are initiatives that when folks talk about your bank on the street, they want to say, these are new things that are happening. So talk about people. Of course, you have you folks are a new team on the ground. So talk about what this your team is all about, what the processes you put in place, and some of the other initiatives beyond agriculture and agri-related SMEs corridor.
If you look at banking business generally, there are 3 things that are fundamental. You need to have the right technology, you need to have the right people, and then you need to have the right processes. What we have done with the people side is to inject additional workforce that are consistent with our new business model. Unity Bank is perhaps the only bank in the country these are verifiable statistics based on records from NIPS. 46% of Unity Bank customers are those that do not have banking account anywhere else. Okay. However, the same statistics also indicate that nearly 60% of the bank's customers are above the age of 50. Now, this is not consistent with the demographics of the country, where 65% of the population is below the age of 35. So that means we have to change the nature of our service offerings and the market in which we play to accommodate the younger generation. So what do the young people want? They are very fast people. They want to do banking where it is, and we have to respect their wish. Give them what they want. Give them banking services where they are, whenever they want it, and at the time they want it. More importantly, in the manner in which they want it. This can only be delivered through electronic channels, because that's where these young people are. So we have transformed our technology landscape. We have invested in infrastructure. We have revamped our IT channels. Just about 2-3 months ago, we launched a lifestyle app that will enable young people to do banking services and at the same time do the normal social interactions that they do. Okay, and we launched it across 5 or 6 university campuses. And I tell you what, it has remarkably changed the dynamics in which we signed in about 750,000 customers since January 2018 to date. 500,000 are below the age of 35. So I think we are winning the war. Secondly, in terms of processes, we have revamped our processes, simplified them, and also automated most of the things we do. Heading up to Q1 2019, virtually all the processes of Unity Bank will have been automated. This is expected to deliver value to the customer because there would be speed of delivery of services, there would be convenience for customers, and for us, there would be lower cost, and of course, much lower risk profile.
So this is all good, and there are implications, of course, as you know. You have a very serious initiative. You talk about a number of them, but again, where is the money coming from? It takes money to deliver some of these. So as you said earlier in your conversation, in comments, you say you're looking for, in the medieval war plan, you make new alliances, you look for new friends, so as you can stave off competition or threats from your neighbors. So put that in the context of investment and game-changing relationships that you're exploring.
Frankly speaking, you cannot operate a bank without capital. So would be the first to admit that Unity Bank requires capital. We have had a number of engagements with key interested parties, both local and foreign, for some regulatory reasons relating to the state of the bank and the kind of license it operates. I won't go into details of that, but we hope to conclude that in a not very distant future. Injection of capital enables the bank to do much more business. But wait, even without the capital, we've been able to operate sustainably. We've been able to operate profitably for every single month in 2018. And as at Q3 2018, the bank posted a profit of more than 650 million, which is remarkable given that there's really nothing to play with. The bank is significantly undercapitalized.
Okay, so give me an insight into Q4.
We are looking very, very strong. Of course, the year has almost come to an end. Given the things that we have put in place, given the additional businesses we have signed on, we are looking to close the year very, very strongly.
And those new investments will be coming in how soon?
I would say very soon.
Okay. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to the progress you folks are making. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Abdul Kadri, who is the Executive Director in charge of Corporate Planning and Compliance at Unity Bank.